Friday. We are Burnt Out Mamas and we've got an amazing guest for you today. Her name's Amanda and she's a spiritual life healing coach and also a Reiki master teacher, and she is absolutely amazing. Thanks for coming on.
Life coach as
yeah.
well.
Thank you for coming on, Amanda.
Thank you, darling. Thank you for inviting me.
So can we ask, like, not everybody knows what Reiki is and like a spiritual life coach. Can you tell us a bit about what it is?
Yeah, Reiki is an energy that you come down, that I channel, that comes down through me and then goes out to other people. So it comes down through my crown, through and out through my hands, and then it goes to other people, and that's how it helps them to heal.
And do you do it through light energy?
Through, yeah, you can do. There's all sorts of different energies that you can use. Like I don't just use Reiki. When people come to see me, it depends on what they need on the day. There's lots of different types of energies, but Reiki being the main energy. Yeah, but it's a wonderful thing. I mean, it helped me an awful lot when it saved my life anyway.
Amazing. And how? Like, tell us how.
Well, it was one day when I had a heart attack, but I learned to actually listen to my body. And because I knew how to listen to my body, instead of, if I'd have gone home and just paid no attention, the doctor said I wouldn't have known that I'd even had a heart attack. But because I knew that I was listening to my body and I knew how to listen to the body, I went to hospital and they told me I'd actually had a heart attack. So that was one of the reasons why I studied it even more.
Wow. Okay. That's so cool. And then did you, like, at that point in time, just feel your body changing? Is that what happened?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'd already been on a course for Reiki, so I understood what it was all about. But now, then I went on from Reiki and decided to actually learn about the body. And once you learn to actually listen to the body, I mean, if you think about it, with your body, you understand when you need to go to the toilet, you understand when you need a drink, when you are hungry, because you are listening to your body. But when you really start to listen to your body, it will tell you things 2 or 3 minutes or sometimes an hour before anything even happens.
Wow.
So yeah, it's absolutely amazing learning about your actual body, and that's how I started really. And now I teach others to listen, how to listen to their body. It's very important. So it's, yeah, I think it's a wonderful thing. It started out as a side thing, like a bit like a hobby, and then it's now turned into quite a thing, really, quite a business that I didn't mean for it to, but it's very important. If you learn to listen to your body, yeah, it can save your life. It's a bit important.
Purpose that has led you to end up teaching this to other people as well. It's been, I think you've been directed in life to end up to do this as well, to give your teachings on to other people. Because we met you at a yoga retreat, didn't we, for the day, and you gave us Reiki healing there.
Yeah.
And it's hard to explain it because you don't touch, do you? I could feel what you were doing. Like, I don't know, my body was just doing all sorts.
Your
of
body
things.
like tingles as the energy goes over, doesn't it?
That's right.
It's a really amazing feeling because after you feel it, but actually that night after that yoga retreat, I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock.
I did.
And yeah, we both said that, didn't we? I feel like our bodies, it was there because we did so much meditation and then we did the Reiki as well.
That's quite daunting.
Yeah, there was just so much energy like around us, and it was a really amazing thing. But Reiki as well. Obviously, I've done my Reiki 1 with you, and I'm due to do my Reiki 2 with you in a few weeks, aren't I? Which I'm really excited about because I love, and we talk a lot about this on our podcast about energy healing and how to heal your bodies naturally. And I think, we were even talking about Wim Hof the other week, wasn't we? About how
Breathing methods.
the breathing methods, and
Absolutely,
how
yeah.
how you can control your body in certain ways, and
Yes,
heal your body. And I think
yeah,
Reiki is an amazing energy healing of what we can do.
So when
absolutely.
you described earlier there was all different types of energies and Reiki is just one of them. Can you tell us what other kind of energies there are out there? Would you know?
Oh, there's literally hundreds.
Yeah.
But the ones that I studied and thought were really good, there's another one called Seiki, which is because I'm a Seiki practitioner, and it's you use that with heart energy. So they've now nicknamed me the Heart Whisperer because I listen to people's hearts, not just from soul to soul.
Yeah.
And when people are laying down, I get intuitively know what energy to use for them. So say if they need love energy, or sometimes with young people, they live in fear because they listen to too much TV.
Yeah, and
They listen to
social media.
too much news.
Yeah.
You know, you listen to the news and then they become in fear, which means that their fear will come right out of their body and they're not in their own energy,
Yeah.
which is no good for them whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I teach them on the Reiki on Reiki 2 how to bring their energy back in. And then how to ask your body whether you're actually in somebody else's energy, or if somebody else's energy is coming to your energy,
Wow.
because you have your body, and then you have lots of layers, which is called an aura. Your aura layers, which come right out of your body, and sometimes if there's a leak, somebody else's energy can get into your energy, where that can then make you not feel yourself. So you might actually be in somebody else's energy. But by using your body, you can ask your body if you are in somebody else's energy, and you can release that.
Wow.
Is
It's a
that
fantastic
something,
thing.
if you're around somebody, say like might be a bit abusive or very rude, sometimes you can feel very nervy around them. Like I don't know, you feel a bit off. Is that when you're
Yes,
picking up on their energy?
yes,
Like your gut?
absolutely. I mean, we are all intuitive people.
Yeah.
It's whether or not you decide you want to learn about it. But I found that it's one of the best things that you can ever learn intuitively. We can all do it. It's how far you want to go with it. So I went all the way, and I think it's a wonderful thing now. If I know that I'm going to see someone that drains my energy,
Mm,
I will cloak my energy and lock my energy away.
okay.
Have you ever heard of somebody called like an energy vampire?
Yes,
Which
heard of
means
that.
you adore these people, you love them, but when you come away from them, you feel drained. And that's
Mm.
because you've given your power to them, and
Amanda,
you can
can
do
you?
that in. Go on.
Yes, sorry. Can you talk about how people can do that and protect themselves?
Yes. So
Technique.
Um, obviously, you have to be Reiki. Once you get attuned to Reiki, your the energy is a lot higher. But anybody can cloak themselves. They call it cloaking.
Yeah.
So what you do is you imagine that you have a cloak around you. It's an imaginary cloak. You can choose a colour if you like. Then you put it up over your head and make sure it's right down past your feet and everything. But if you actually do this before you go in, the best thing to do is to test it out. We all have people in our lives that drain our energy. Sometimes it can even be a child. Some children, you can't help it. You can't, but you have to cloak yourself to protect your own energy, which then you are protecting them in a way, because you know some people can't help it. They just drain you of energy.
Does that mean that they take on your energy and they get more like stronger? Like, oh,
For example, our daughters, maybe, our
Absolutely.
4-year-old.
That's why looking after children, you're exhausted at the end
Oh
of the day.
my gosh, me and Pacey were like today, is it just us? Or is it girls? Or is it like,
The
what is
female
going on?
energy.
Like, we felt...
Negotiating
what-
all day.
But what you need to do is you need to ask your energy.
Mm,
You need to ask your own energy. So if you were to stand up
yeah,
and then put your feet sort of shoulder width apart,
yeah,
with your legs bent just slightly, so you're in your energy, and then ask your body, am I in my own energy? And you will either go forwards or backwards. And this technique is called a sway. And your body, have you ever heard of a pendulum?
yes,
You
yeah,
know how you hold a pendulum over your hand
yeah,
and you get either a yes or a no? Well, you're using your whole body as a pendulum, and it
amazing.
does actually work.
So what's
It's
forward?
peculiar.
Is that yes forward, or is it anything like that, or no? Is it, are you asking it
Well,
a
to
question?
me, you have to find out. And what you do is how you do it. If you stand in that position and then say to yourself, right, my name is John, well, obviously it's going to be a no, isn't it? So you'll either go backwards or forwards. You need to know which is your yes and which is your no. And then when you say, like, my name is Amanda, I know that my body will go instantly forward.
Yes.
So test
Um,
it.
but there's lots of techniques. There's also this one where if you get put two O's together like that, but lock them.
Okay, like
So
with your
lock
fingers.
them in. That's it. So if you say my name is John, it will come. It will be quite hard, which is a no.
Yeah.
But if you say your proper name, and then it'd be easier to come apart.
Oh, okay. So my name is John. My name is Isla. Yeah, like yeah. You don't want to hold back, do you? It's like your
Yeah.
No,
energy
that's right.
knows it's
Yeah.
right.
Ooh, that could
Yeah,
be really good for our
that's
But there's lots of
amazing.
so many different ways to. But your body will talk to you, does talk to you 24/7. You already know the toilet, a drink, food, whatever. And it also knows when you are attracted to somebody because you will feel it in your heart.
Yeah,
Even if you go up the supermarket aisle and you see a chap, let's say, for instance, and you get this instant pang of almost love, like quite an instant thing, but that doesn't mean you're sparko in love with them. It means that your energies are the same.
Ooh.
no,
His energy is the same as your energy, so you are connecting. But it doesn't mean you've got to run off with him and marry him. But
Yeah.
you know, it's the same with meeting anybody for the first time.
This is quite
You
an
might get that pang feeling, but
yeah, that feeling, very exciting feeling, but
gosh,
that can
yeah,
also be dangerous as well, because obviously we have a lot of different listeners. But I was going to say, so it's a bit of a sensitive subject, but anyone going through a bit of an abusive relationship, I was in a relationship before that wasn't very healthy, it was toxic, but I always used to get, sometimes if I knew that there was going to be an argument, before I went to see him, about an hour before, my tummy would go nuts. I used to feel anxious, and I should have listened to that and not gone to see him, because what followed from that was horrendous. It was like my body was picking up signals that I shouldn't go. So I suppose it's as well, if anybody in that situation that feels uneasy should listen to their body with anything and question why they're feeling uneasy, and maybe go, I'm not going to go tonight, I don't want to go, or do
but see,
something.
that is what you would call a red flag.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you get, I mean, I don't have relationships anymore because I choose to be on my own.
Yeah.
But I've had relationships. You don't get to my age and not have had relationships. But
Yeah.
I've had relationships, and I look back on them and I think there were so many red flags, but I
Yeah.
didn't listen.
Yes. Yeah.
We do that. It's, you know. But how many red flags do you have? The thing is, you eventually you will listen.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there's a different kind of energy as well. Like, say if you're going for a job interview and you're getting that anxious feeling on nerves, that's quite a positive thing. But your energy's being directed in different ways, isn't it? It's just like
Yes. Yeah.
nerves.
Yeah. See, if you are in your comfort zone, the magic won't happen in your comfort zone. The magic happens outside of your comfort zone. So if you are getting too comfortable, it's not so good. I know that we are taught that, you know, well, we're really comfortable in the relationship. I don't know why I'm using relationships as for instance, but if you want to get the magic, it's outside of your comfort zone. It's that feeling of bubbling up in your stomach, the excitement. That's what you need to be looking for,
Yeah.
because that's when you know that you're in the magic.
I like
And
They
is
that.
call
that
it
with,
magic.
Yeah, magic.
is that
It's
like
magic.
with a job, anything like that feeling?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Go for it.
another really good way is if you're going for, say, a job interview,
Yeah.
they call this a Wonder Woman pose, and lots of people use it. So you stand again with your feet hip width apart, put your hands on your hips, put your chest out, and breathe right down into your belly.
Let's do
Take the breath. Oh, look at your baby. And
Pushing our boots up.
just breathe out. But you're standing as tall as a tree. And this is called a Wonder Woman pose because it brings you into your power.
Well, I like
So
that.
if you were going for
We love
either
Wonder
an
Woman.
interview or an exam, so if you do that pose before, it brings your energy back in, your power back into yourself.
Oh,
That's really good
So
for
I
amazing.
like exam
teach
people.
all sorts. Oh, the body is a fantastic thing.
And you
You know, once,
initially, even doing that, we felt like I feel
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah. It's the start
yes,
of
that's
everything.
what happens. Yeah. And even if you're in an argument, it's like I've told you before, if you've had an argument in a room, and then, you know, if because energy, anything that comes out of your mouth is energy. So if you have two people that are really going into this argument, and then they calm down and the argument is fine, and then you all make up, but the energy of that argument stays in that room up to 48 hours.
Wow.
So what you're doing is you're still both walking in and out of that energy. So it could give you headaches, and that's why you cleanse your house. So you can use like a joss stick if you like, or saging, and that's why you use sage, because it clears the energy from the room.
And
Amazing.
open your windows, do you, to let the energy
Yeah,
out? Or yeah,
yes,
Amanda, I
that's right.
remember you told me when I had my Reiki 1 course with you, I said,
Yeah,
Amanda, my house has been on the market for 2 years. And I remember you saying this, and I was like, what do I do? It's like been on the market for 2 years. And you were like, well, you need to clear the energy in it because people are coming in and out of your house, like viewing the house and stuff. And I was like, you were like, you need to clear it after everybody comes in and out of your house because it's like you're getting all mixed energies in there.
that's
So
right. Yeah,
I took your advice and I cleared. I went, and you said energy captures in corners, doesn't it?
yeah.
So I did saging throughout all the corners. My husband was like, what the hell are you doing? Don't burn the house down. I was like, don't burn the house down. And so
Yeah,
I was going
yeah.
through all the corners. The next people who came to see our house put an offer in, and it
really?
was
After that?
literally after. And obviously we sold it. Well, we're still yet to go through. We're meant to
Last
exchange
bit.
like next week, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But yeah, like literally they put an offer in, and obviously we accepted it, and then yeah, so that was in October last year, and I saw you in, I think, was it September? I saw
Yeah,
you for
yeah.
Reiki 1. Yeah, literally, it was so mad, and it really does work because I didn't really understand it like until actually doing it, and also I've saged like my husband's van, everything, because
Yeah, I've done that.
when
We
we
got
It's very important. Yeah,
yeah,
I
like
have to. You have to do it everywhere. I do it, and if my energy is feeling low, I will actually like sage my body,
yeah.
Does that pick
and
you up
it's instant now. It's instant,
And
so it brings my
how
energy
do
back.
you normally sage yourself? Do you do a circle over your head or?
Well, you set the intention. you know, that you're gonna, in my mind, I'm saging and getting rid of the energy that's around me of the day, and you
Yeah.
just literally put it around your head. I put it all over my body because I love the smell of it, and then under your feet, because sometimes energy can be really sneaky. It
Yes,
sneaks
it's
into
really
parts that you
important.
don't sort of, you know, yeah, because it's trying to stay on you, because you've got to remember that if you are a light energy, light will attract dark. It's like the yin and the yang, you know, the sign where the two fish are going, where you've got the black one with the white spot.
Yeah, yeah,
That's two fish chasing each other.
yeah, yeah.
And then what, you can't have light without dark, but consequently you can't have light, you can't have dark without light. You know, it's like if you go into a dark room, the first thing you do is switch a light on.
Yeah,
Oh, it's exactly the same with your energy. Because you are a light energy, you could attract dark, because a dark wants light. Dark
wow.
wants to be light,
Yeah,
This
but you
is
have to protect your energy.
it's so important, energy, isn't it? Because a lot of people say, I don't understand it because I can't see it. But if you think, I was reading this the other day, so like with crystals enhances our vibrations, our energy. Like TV screens, they use crystals like the quartz and things like that are in our TV screens, which project images onto us. And it's the same with like energy, isn't it? It
Yeah,
vibrates, but we use it day to day in our lives. That's why they mine all the minerals. So
yeah,
if people can look into it a bit more, this will help their reasoning as to why it is there and it does exist, because it's in our day.
yeah,
Our iPhones have got crystals in, believe it or not. So it
yeah, absolutely.
um, well, it's energy, isn't it? Vibrations and energy. So we work the same.
But everything is energy, everything.
The law of
You know,
attraction.
sometimes if you, yeah, if you go in and buy like an antique, you go to an antique shop and you buy something from an antique shop and bring it into your home,
Yeah.
what you're doing is you're bringing in old energy into your home. So you have to sage what you've brought in.
I love getting stuff
It's
from like
literally
quirky shop.
everything.
So really, I'm bringing stuff into the house that is say, well, I don't know if they want
yeah, that's so
people's houses. I need
true.
to sage it all.
I better sage this Pinocchio. So
Oh my
basically,
god, that's crazy.
basically, I in this antique shop, I saw like an old Pinocchio like hanging down from the window, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I really want that in my new house, like
Really?
hanging down." But it's an old style Pinocchio. Anyway, I brought it home, and I said to my husband, I was like, "Look what I bought! I love it." And he was like, "What have you bought now? More rubbish." Anyway, he was like, "Actually, I really like that." Anyway, my daughter walked into the room, and she started screaming, crying. She was like, "Get it away from me! Get it away!" And I was like, "What? It's
I
only
will not see it in the
Pinocchio."
dark.
She was like, "It's only Pinocchio." And anyway, she's got this biggest fear of it.
Every
And
time
then,
you get it out.
and any time I get it out of the bag, she will like burst out crying. I was like, I'm gonna have to sell
Wow.
this on. I'm gonna
Sell
have to
it.
sell it on again.
Oh, how
She hates it.
strange.
She hates it. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe she's got something in a former life with it.
Oh gosh, she really hates it. I was going to ask Amanda actually, is
Yeah.
there techniques that you could give anybody that's listening of, you know what you were saying before, if you feel like you're in someone else's energy or someone's energy is on you, like
Yeah.
I know you said about saging, but is there other techniques that people can use that are easy at home just to clear themselves?
Yeah, there is. You can, everything is to do with your intention. So intention, you will, if I know that I'm in somebody else's energy, I will usually put my hand on my chest, breathe, come into my energy, and breathe out any, like, so you breathe in love and grace. So you take a big deep breath in, and then breathe out anything that no longer serves you. And then anywhere and everywhere that you are holding on to anybody else's energy, you are leaving it, it leaves your energy.
Wow,
And what do I
okay.
say? There is a saying. I went on a technique course and it said, anywhere and everywhere that I am holding on to anybody else's energy in this lifetime or the next, I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. And if you do that 3 times, just breathe it, you can breathe that energy away, which it takes 5 minutes.
Even when the
And
kettle's
then you're back
boiling.
in your energy. Then you're back in your own energy. So it's really easy, as simple as that. But you can also brush it off. So if you come out of someone's house and you feel really heavy in energy, you can literally brush down your arms and go like that and flick off the energy,
I
because
get
the energy
sometimes
will
if I've
stay
been
on you.
someone that's been moaning all day, and when I come away I feel really tired, so I have a
Yes.
shower at night to it just seems to like invigorate me and wash all the day away, and I feel normal again afterwards. But you know, like it's the same when you go into IKEA, that makes me exhausted, and for the reasons that we were speaking about, we come outside and I'm fresh again. It's honestly.
Well, try the cloaking. Put the cloak on
Yeah,
as you go
let's
in
go
there. You'll
for it.
spend about another hour in there if you
Yeah,
want.
honestly. Yeah.
Oh, honestly, it takes me an hour just to get to the tills. Honestly,
Oh, it's
you think
terrible.
I just need one thing, and it's normally like something for the kitchen, like a cutlery thing, and you
Quite
end
together
up
there.
being in there for about an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it is. It's one of them
Yeah, because
things.
at the end of March, I think it's March I can't remember now. Right at the end of March, I'm doing a 4-day where I'm teaching people, and it's in my group, and it's all free. But each day I teach for an hour some of the things that I've learned. So
Amanda,
it's,
that would be amazing. If we'll put the links on the notes actually.
yeah.
Because yeah, this is released on the 28th of March, so that would be great.
Oh, that
Put
is
the
the
link.
day. That's the day it starts.
Okay, amazing. So
Oh,
we'll put the
weird.
links on. So if anybody wants to join
Mm.
Amanda's stuff, and also Amanda does Reiki 1 and 2. I've done my Reiki 1, and I'm going to be doing my Reiki 2
I
in a
need
few
to do it
weeks.
and find some time
It
to do it.
really did help me, and you're a teacher in it. And also you do lots of courses online as well, don't you? So
Yes.
we'll share your stuff in the notes. And have you got like an Instagram or website? Could you mention what it is on so people can
Find
follow
it.
you?
Um. Yeah, I think you can find me Serenity Healthy Inside and Out is my group.
Yeah, Serenity Healthy Inside and Out. And is that
Yeah.
on the website? Is it .com?
No, that's it. That's on Facebook.
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 But
Okay.
I'll give you my website.
Yeah.
I'll give you the link to the website, so then you can download it and have a little look. Because there's
Amazing.
all sorts of things that I do. Because I do the Akashic Records as well, which
Heard of them.
I've
Yeah.
done so many things.
That's
So,
lovely.
do you know what the
Amazing.
Akashic Records are?
No,
Yes.
I don't. What
Oh,
is it?
well,
No.
so above you,
Yeah.
it's like a reading, if you
Mm.
like. So above you, if you can imagine, you have a library of every conversation that you have held in this lifetime and your past lives or your future.
iCloud.
Um, and then what we do is we go up into your records and we release things from you, because what happens is past life stuff, you can bring it into this lifetime, or
Wow.
from your mum and dad, you might be carrying stuff from them. So you just carry it on and on and on until you meet someone like me, and then we go, right, let's release this now. So yeah,
Amazing.
it's a wonderful, but that's all about that is on my site.
Okay,
So
amazing. So that's really good. That's really nice. Like healer, we can hear a siren
As we're
in the
going along.
yes, I
background
don't know what's
as we
going on
as we're
round here
talking
at the
about
minute.
that. That's funny. It's just normal. We have lots
We
of
have all
stuff in the
sorts going on with our
background.
podcast.
We have
Oh, it's
loads
weird.
of it's
Don't have
getting
anything like
louder.
that round here.
In the middle of nowhere, it's a sign. Oh, it's
Yes.
lovely talking to
Oh,
you.
it's
Thank
been
you for making the
amazing, and
time
Oh, thank you.
I really think that people who are listening can take this away with them, and even if they don't know what Reiki is, really go away and have a look into it, because
Yes.
it's so
Yes.
important to have that
Is
energy
it what
Yeah.
you
healing.
used a little bit in Tai Chi as well, like the energy of the hands? Is that what that is? It that energy? What they're teaching?
Yeah. Well, you can feel your own energy if you just rub your hands together and
Yeah.
keep rubbing, and then do a couple of claps and then rub. Right. And then if you close your eyes and then stop. Now, bring your hands apart just really slightly, and you'll feel the energy between your hands.
You can really feel that.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that is your own energy.
Yeah.
So then what I teach you what to do with that energy. So if you have a headache, what's the first thing you do is you put your hand on your head,
Yeah.
because that is what you do. If you hurt your knee or you fall over, the first thing you do is you use your hand and put it on there. So
Yeah.
what you can do is, if you have a headache, set your intention to clear the head, and then just literally hold your head.
Amazing.
But this
Would you
stuff
rub
really
your
does
hands?
work.
Would you rub your hands before to get the energy
Yeah,
there?
because then what you're doing is you're getting your energy up.
Yeah.
You know, you keep rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, fill the ball of energy, and then use that energy and put that onto the body wherever you need it.
That's amazing. Oh, it's so good. And I think this is so powerful for people, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's amazing. Thank you so much for
Oh,
coming on
that's
and
okay. No, I loved
sharing
it.
it. And I
Yes, I
know
love
you've got
talking about
so
it.
much more to give
Oh
and tell
gosh, yeah.
people. I think we'll have to have a round two of a
Round
podcast.
Yeah,
two, round
hopefully
two.
round one it took a
We
long
will have to
time.
have, because there's so much more you do. You do coaching and spiritual life
Yes.
coaching. We love all that stuff. So we will definitely have you on again. And anybody who
Okay.
wants to learn more about Reiki, we'll put all the stuff in the notes, as we said earlier.
Definitely where to
But
find you.
Yeah, because
yeah,
I'm going to
thank
take it
you.
online as well, so it doesn't have to be in person. I'm going to start doing it online now as well. So
Amazing.
if they live
Amazing.
We've got
miles away, it
listeners
doesn't
in
matter.
America, Australia.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
listeners all over the world. So you'll be teaching people in America soon. Amazing.
Lovely. All
Thank you
right, my
so much,
darlings.
Amanda.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for your time.
Thank you. Lovely to
Thank
see you both.
Have a
you
lovely
Bye
day.
bye.
too.
Sunny outside.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
If you're loving the show, don't forget to download our latest episodes. It helps us a ton by boosting the show and making sure more people find us.
Plus, you can listen anytime, anywhere, even offline.
And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new drop.
Want even more behind the scenes content? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at Burnout Mamas, one word, for exclusive clips, updates and fun extras.
Hit that follow button, send us a message, and let's keep the Burnout Mamas community going.